Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my love and hate series where I go everything that I love and I hate about something. My friends have been making fun of me about this. Apparently I'm getting soft in my old age because I just don't do these that much anymore. Really simply put, I just don't hate that much anymore. I usually try to find the best in everything, but I thought this was a topic that really needed a love and a hate series to go along with it. So I really want to start this kind of with a story. So I'd say maybe 3 times a month I get messages from friends, other travelers saying that they want to meet up. And I almost always say yes. If I'm in the region, like if I'm in Europe and I know I have friends coming to Spain, I can just easily fly in, or when I'm in Asia, it's really easy when it's that way. But the issue is that so many people say they want to meet up, but nobody ever books the ticket. So I usually take things with a grain of salt these days, because a few times before I've actually made plans, I bought tickets and hotels and whatnot, and then the person didn't show up for whatever reason. So when a good friend of mine, my friend Anna, reached out to me and said, hey, I want to come and see you, I want to hang out. This is what, 3 years in the making, 3-4 years in the making. She never buys her ticket, so I was like, yeah. And then she reaches out, hits me up, and like the next day, she's like, hey, I need you to help me buy the ticket, like right now. So here we are. I bought the ticket for my good friend Anna, who's actually, I ended up getting her a round trip ticket from Chicago to Bangkok, flying back out of Kuala Lumpur for around 450 euro, give or take. I would have to look at it again, but it's somewhere, it's under 500 euro. So I want to say around 450 euro it was. So Anna's coming. And I don't know if you guys are following me on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm gonna say it like 10 times. Follow me on Instagram. One of my closest friends is actually stationed in Korea. He flew in and hung out with me for about 5 days last month. He's actually coming back because his birthday is this weekend. So him and Anna, 2 of my closest friends, are going to be here on the weekend, which is absolutely rare. So with 2 of my best friends showing up, and we'll be traveling for about 11 days. So we're going to the Thai islands. We're covering the ancient city Ayutthaya, some time in Bangkok and Kuala Lumpur. So with 2 of my closest friends coming in, I wanted to touch on this subject about traveling with other people. In this video, I want to go over everything that I absolutely love about traveling with other people, especially when you're friends or significant others. So the very first thing that I love about traveling with other people is that you have somebody to kind of share those transformative moments with. Those experiences, those inside jokes are created. And it's interesting because I believe that travel is entirely transformative, or it reinforces who you really are. So there's really two polarizing sides of this. But it's interesting when you have somebody there observing, somebody else there with you, who's also going through the same thing, and you can kind of bounce ideas off that person and develop your perspective from an outside point of view. One of the issues of traveling solo is that usually your own perceptions or perspectives are reinforced. But when you have somebody else there with you to kind of bounce those ideas off, those thoughts. So as a travel journalist, this next thing is actually pretty big deal for me, is that you always have somebody to kind of look out, not only look out for you, but also look out for your stuff. Especially when you travel with a lot of camera gear, when you have a backpack. Like this is a good example of like when you're taking trains. You guys know I absolutely love trains in Europe, and you got to go pee. Like there's somebody there to kind of keep an eye on your bags while you go use the bathroom, go grab something to eat, go buy tickets or whatnot. And there's also that added extra sense of, how do I say, kind of security a little bit. You have that, I firmly believe there's safety in numbers. I mean, obviously something can happen, but there's always that safety in numbers. But somebody's far less likely to try to rob you or to pick a fight with you or, attack you if you're with somebody else. And it doesn't matter if it's male or female, just safety in numbers. So I think that's really a big deal when it comes to travel. And I think this is why you also see a lot of female travelers travel in groups, 2 or 3 females together, because there's just safety in numbers. So this next thing is probably my favorite thing because it's kind of me. The right friend can really get the party started. Now, if you're an introverted kind of person, then this could be very important. Having that person there who's an extrovert like myself, who can just walk up and start talking to a group of people, or who's always down to kind of go do some high energy things, go, bungee jumping or go to the club and do shots. That high energy kind of person can really change the dynamic of your vacation and definitely give you an opportunity to kind of break out of your shell a little bit. So I think, and again, this depends on the kind of person you are and the kind of person that you're traveling with. But the right kind of friend can really kind of enhance your experience in a way that you didn't even know existed. And along that same vein is that the right kind of friend can kind of push you into doing things that you normally wouldn't do. There's been instances where there's just some things I don't enjoy. Like there's just some, like nature. I'm not a nature dude. Like I don't really like hikes. I'm not gonna sit on the beach all day. It's just not my thing. But for example, my favorite travel partner is actually my sister. She loves the beach. I don't get it, but she loves the beach and hikes and stuff. And when I go and do these things with her, just kind of compromising, I almost always have fun just because that's who we are. But if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have done it. I'm a big museum fan, and people who travel with me, they kind of know they're going to end up at a museum one way or the other. And a lot of times they actually enjoy it simply because they would have never done it on their own, and it's an experience that they wouldn't otherwise try or do. So this is probably one of my favorite things about traveling with other people is that everybody wants to do something different, especially when you have different personality types, different travel experiences, different budgets, different budgets. It pushes you in this position to kind of sometimes compromise and do things that you normally wouldn't do, which can lead to some absolutely amazing experiences. And last but not least, I honestly believe this is probably the most important thing, the one thing that I truly absolutely love about traveling with other people is it intensifies friendships. Like, I believe in this, it's the three theory of travel. If you've known somebody for 3 days, in real life, you've known them for 3 weeks. If you know somebody for 3 weeks, in real life, you've known them for 3 months. If you know somebody for 3 months, in real life, you've known them for 1 year. The amount of time that you actually spend with a person when you equate it to, when you hanging out with people in the real world, is just magnified and multiplied. Think about this. Outside of travel, how much time do you actually spend with your friends, especially the friends that you do not work with, or your significant other? I mean, you don't spend that much time. Think about it. If you work a 9-to-5 job, maybe you go to work at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, you get done, you're home maybe by 6 o'clock, and then you're back in bed by 10. So you got maybe 4 to 5 hours a day with this person. In travel, you're spending pretty much 24/7 with this person. But especially couples. Couples, you literally sleep together, you eat together, you walk together, you talk together, you experience pretty much everything together. So it can really intensify that friendship and that relationship. And also you have these inside jokes, you have these life-changing experiences that you both are always going to have, and that other person becomes part of that positive memory. So this is probably by far my favorite reason to actually travel with other people, is that it really intensifies relationships and friendships. I have people that I traveled with for a couple of weeks who I'm closer with than people I've known for 10 and 15 years, simply because we travel together, we experience these things together. I mean, you're gonna learn so much about these people when you travel. It's insane. And like a lot of times I'm like, do you think I met you 2 days ago? I don't know if you should be telling me all this personal stuff, but it's just the way travel is. It really intensifies friendships. So that's it, guys. That's everything that I absolutely love about traveling with other people, especially friends. I am absolutely looking forward to 11 days with two of my best friends in the entire world. This is actually Anna's first trip, her first big international trip. Brandon, you guys saw me and Brandon. We are like that, perfect. And it's going to be an absolutely great trip. I don't think I'm going to vlog though. I've actually been socially guilted into leaving my laptop back home. So this trip, the only content I'm going to be producing probably is taking a few photos and Instagram stories. I don't think they know I'm going to be using Instagram stories, so don't tell them. But if you guys do not follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram @MinorityNomad. My Instagram stories are always fun. When I mentally commit to doing Instagram stories. I do them from the moment I wake up to the end of the day. So I'm absolutely looking forward to it. Please don't forget to subscribe and share if you don't. And once again, leave the world better than you found it. I'll see you guys in my hate video.